Hello. I just wanted to check in and give a bit of an update. Today is supposed to be surgery day, and it is not. So I just sort of wanted to go through how that feels and what's happening. So there was a little bit of a delay because of my insurance company deciding all of a sudden that they were not going to cover my hospital, and so now I'm waiting on DHS to get back to me about potentially releasing my super for covering that. So fingers crossed on that. We'll see how that goes. So at the moment I'm in a little bit of a holding pattern. So I'm not bothered. I know that sounds really odd. I would normally have freaked out and been all upset, and it's a sign, and oh my god, and why can't I do this, and money is so evil, and why does it do this to us? But in this instance, it was not like that. I mean, yes, there was an element of that for maybe an hour or two of just feeling like everything was coming crashing down and feeling like the world was against me just for a short moment. But I think that mainly just came with frustration. It mainly came with frustration at, there's Marshall in my window, frustration at the fact that this is something that could be completely avoided if I had have either done something more, if I had have pressed the issue with them, if I'd have confirmed. I couldn't help feel like this was something that was fixable and changeable and could have been avoided if I'd have been more organised, or I'd have been more this or that or the other. And then eventually I just sort of came to the standpoint that, you know what, it doesn't matter. Either way it's happening. It's still happening. It's still going ahead. This surgery is happening. I am changing my life and nothing can stop me. So that was a really big revelation for me. I'm not usually that steadfast. I suppose it just proved again that this is the right decision for me and that I'm definitely on the right path. Something seems to just be pushing me to this October date, and I can't help feel that maybe there's a reason for that, but I'm just letting things go with the flow and just be the way that they are for now, and just let it happen. I was on the low calorie diet, and that was rough. It was rough those first few days. Yeah, they suck. I'm not gonna lie. Everything tastes like cardboard, which is really awesome, and it basically shows how far you've come with your diet and everything, or with your lifestyle, and how much you need to get rid of. And you are physically going through a change where you are getting rid of the baggage in your body, in your life. It's a really profound kind of experience for me, especially. I felt like I was detoxing my life. I was going through every type of symptom for detoxing, but at the same time cleansing my mind. It was weird. So once I came out of those first few days, I felt lighter. I was lighter. My body felt less bogged down, less heavy, less like frumpy and pulling myself around like every movement was an effort. And I really felt like I came out the other side of some kind of revelation. And it sounds crazy, but I mean, it's a journey. It's all a journey, and it's something that I experienced quite intensely, and I clearly needed to. And the perfect evidence was the first weekend after starting it. I was up to day 8 or 9 or something, and we went out for the weekend. We don't have a lot of money at the moment, so we took the kids out riding bikes. My eldest daughter, she's started riding her bike with no training wheels, so we just want to keep doing that with her and keeping that kind of embedded in what she's learning and everything. And we've got some basketballs to help with a bit of coordination. My eldest is not very coordinated, so hoping that the bouncing the ball thing will help with that. And we just went down to the local basketball court and just played around. And normally I would stand there and I would watch them, and I would bounce a ball for a bit, and if a ball rolled off I would, kids, someone go get the ball, off you go, run, like making it about them, when really it's about me. It was about me being lazy and about me being couldn't be bothered, too fat and and just, frumpy and bleh, to want to do anything. And I had this revelation, again, week full of revelations. It is the worst example I could be setting for my kids, is about what their parents are to them, or what parents should be for them, is not some lazy person who's going to make them run around like they're their minions. Some days, yes. Other days, no. And this is not the time. This is a time when we were out doing an activity together as a family. We were being active. And so I bounced that ball and I ran around. And when they had a break in the back of the car and had a muesli bar or whatever, my husband and I grabbed that basketball and we shoot hoops. Like poorly. I'm terrible at them. And my mother can attest that teaching me to play basketball as a natural grown netballer, really difficult. So, but fun. Like we ran around. I chased the ball. If I lost the ball, I went and got it. That was my ball. I went and did it. I just felt amazing. And even he noticed the difference. And I love that my kids were watching us play and laugh our heads off and run around. And there was none of this, oh, it's too hard, oh, it's too much, now mum's really tired, oh, now I'm this, now I'm that. It was just beautiful. It was just an amazing family day with my kids, teaching them a really valuable lesson. And it just really solidified for me why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to change my life, to become the person that I know I am on the inside, and to get rid of that excuse-making lazy bones that I have been for so long, and getting back to feeling light about myself. Like, I don't even know that that's something that I have felt before. I don't remember ever feeling as light and as able and nimble and flexible and just able as I did last weekend. That weekend, it really spoke to me about how far I'd obviously gone down this rabbit hole of no self-worth and just not caring about myself enough to look after myself. And I don't know, it was really quite profound, and it added up to all of the things that just tell me why I'm still so pumped for this, so ready for this. I mean, it's a delay. Yeah, it's a delay. But you know what? I'm going to have more money as the time goes on. I'm going to be able to get more organized with my prep. I wasn't quite ready with that. So there was that. So I've got time. I feel like it's like pregnancy. I'm definitely getting this done either latest October, mid-October, or earliest 1st of September. So my due date is October, and I could go anytime between the 1st of September and middle of October. So that's fine. Now I just get to sit and think about it, and to prep, and to get myself ready and prepared so that I am 100% to go in. We had clashes in our diary. We had clashes with work. It just is all adding up to this. I can't feel like this was meant to happen. Like I can't not feel like this was meant to happen. So I'm taking it really positively. I'm still pumped. I'm kicking it. I'm killing it. Like we're doing this. We as a family are doing this. Me as a mum, looking after myself and not taking on that mum guilt of doing something for me and not feeling like it's, the end of the world, that I'm putting us through this like it's some kind of huge drama, that it's just not. Like, yeah. The reason that I didn't want to push it out to October in the first place was because of Christmas. I'm going to see my beautiful in-laws in Queensland for Christmas, and I just cannot wait. A few things about that: being fat and hot and sweaty and chafy is really undesirable. So that was one of my biggest motivators, was get this done before then so I can really enjoy this trip. The other thing was, if I did it too late, I would still be in transition mode with my food, and I would have to be carrying packets of foods and drinks and portions all over the place, and it was a burden I didn't want to place on us. but realistically, the only burden would be the flight, maybe there, and probably not even the flight back. I would probably be on soft food by the time the flight back was done. So it was really just about, in case my youngest is not toilet trained before we go, we would then have nappies and bags for kids and suitcases for us and food for me as well. It was just adding on top of this thing that was just piling up. But it's also a short-term pain for a long-term gain. And also, I know my mother-in-law is an amazing person, and that whole family, they're incredible and supportive, and I know that they would have everything that I need for me and more prepared and ready, so that I didn't have to miss out or was not placing any kind of burden on us to go on a trip or, you know, have Christmas Day and be able to participate in all of the fun that is eating on Christmas Day. So it all just then came down to me, and it's like, I know they've got me covered. I know they would do anything for us, and I know that I can be prepared enough to have everything ready. I did it with kids. We've traveled with newborns before, with bottles and formula and sterilizers and porta cots and all of the rubbish. So what is it about it being me that makes it, for some reason, so this unachievable feat that I can't pack up all of my crap and just deal? And there's no reason why I can't do that. So suck it up, girlfriend, it's happening. Yeah, it was just that you're being ridiculous and get over yourself kind of situation. And yeah, stood by it. I know my husband supports me 100%. I know my kids are prepared and ready for the fact that I'm going into hospital. My eldest would normally have had a small fit about this, but she's taken it perfectly. She wants to come to the hospital and give me a checkup and all of that sort of stuff. So there's nothing that could stop this. There's nothing that could drag this down. There's no negativity around this other than the way that the insurance company handled it. That's probably the most negative thing about the whole thing. And that's done and dealt with now, and we'll just see what happens with them. So yeah, I just really wanted to put it out there to say, this is not affecting me. This is not affecting me in any way. I am still here. I am still doing it. Even now, having to stop the diet and wait for this date, I'm already making better choices. I don't need to be eating everything I can see. I smell a lot of food. I sound like an ex-smoker. We were having a morning tea at work, and a colleague of mine was eating warm cinnamon donuts. And he let me smell it before he ate it because I love them, but I don't need them. And I've eaten enough warm cinnamon donuts in my life. I don't need this, and especially not right now. And raisin toast, I don't need half a loaf to be satisfied. I love it so much. I can smell it and I can move on, or I can have one serve of it and that is enough. And I think that's probably the biggest thing for me. I've always had a portion control problem. I've always had a control problem. I am a binger. I am a food addict. I often used to sit with my brother, my eldest, when we used to live together, we'd sit and eat a family assorted pack of biscuits in one night together with a cup of coffee before bed, like 9 o'clock at night. Like, blows my mind sometimes when I think about it. The things that I believed were acceptable and didn't matter because I didn't care. And there's a difference between not caring about yourself and being comfortable and confident in yourself. And that was a really big thing for me to discover as well. And I am comfortable and confident in who I am. I am a fabulous person, and I do want my kids to grow up like me. I just don't want them to be seeing and learning from this poor behavior that I need to work on. And I want them to become the best parts of me. And I don't want them to have this as an example of who to be or how to be or, you know, any of that stuff. And I also don't want to be sitting there hiding this from my kids. I don't want to be sitting there hiding eating food after they go to bed and all that sort of stuff, because it's not helping anybody. and they're helping me become accountable for myself, and they are absolutely my reason why I am doing this. It's for me, it is for them, it is even for my husband. So, you know, there's that too. I mean, it's not for him, but he will definitely benefit, I'm sure. And I don't know, I just can't help but stay positive. I'm rambling now, so that's all. I just really wanted to put out there that that's what is happening, and I now know I can do this. And having done the 10 days on the low calorie diet already, the next lot is just going to be so much easier because I know what I'm dealing with and I know what I'm going through, and hopefully the detoxing situation of the first few days won't even be as bad, because I was pretty bad before I started that diet. It was like this last ditch effort of food funerals and just, you know, eating everything I possibly could because I was never going to touch it again. And that is definitely not a way to start a low calorie diet, I can tell you that much. So anyway, I just wanted to put this out there and obviously update you on what's going on. So I will keep you updated and I will let you know when I get a date for sure, and then we will do a little bit of some prep videos and things, and we can go from there. So have a good day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.